What's up, everybody? I am Brittany Michelle, host of Are You an ATLien Trivia, and today I have a really good friend of mine. Before I introduce her, I just want to let y'all know how we met and how this moment was so divine. So we were at a party, maybe last summer, I guess, or during the spring, and it was, of course, we were all dressed up. Everybody got their heels on, and no woman really likes to wear heels. We do that for y'all fellas. And my feet were hurting, and she was at a booth, and it was like 3 seats open next to her, and it was like 5 of us, and my friends were like, well, maybe we could sit over there. But I'm the real friendly one out of my friends, so I went, and I asked her if she mind if we sat there for a minute. And she told me that her friends were coming back, but we could sit there. So as we sat there, we just started talking, and I learned that her people were from New Orleans, my people are from New Orleans. It was just an instant energy connection. If you're somebody who really believes in energies and nothing being a coincidence, that's how the night went. And we ended up talking about this. She just so happened to be the artist. There was some beautiful artwork right behind us in the booth, and she so happened to be the artist. So it was crazy how it happens. Fast forward, we talked a long time that night. We ended up staying there in the booth. We shared it with her and her friends. Yeah. But Dani Camp, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, no problem. I just had to give them a background that story because it was
and you had a point, because I like to think that our spirits meet each other first.
Yes.
And definitely when I met you, I was like, this girl has an amazing soul, an amazing energy about herself. So honestly, it was natural in this instant. So thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I really want to just talk to you about being an artist. You know, your artwork is what drew me to you, but also a lot of artists really wear their type of art on them. And you're very fashionable, you're very stylish, so just kind of tell me about how you got into the realm of art, of being an artist.
Okay, so honestly, it was never something that I just knew I was going to do. Like, it just was in me naturally. Like, I was destined for it. Like, no matter how much I wanted to fight it, even though I never really fought it, it was just there. Like, so I wasn't one of those people that, you know, wanted to study art and grew up studying it and was interested in it. I just did it. I just did it because it was all that I knew. So as a young child, I painted. The people around me started to nurture that ability because they realized it was a talent. And as I got older, I just kept doing it. And like I said, not because I was supposed to or I was trying to follow some certain type of road, but because it was literally just in me.
Now, did you start off with like finger paint, or were you like drawing with pen or pencil? Like, how did that start?
Actually, my first painting was a watercolor painting. It was in 1st grade. I was just in class with the other kids painting, eat my candy painting. And my teachers realized, like, hold on, this is kind of good. And it's funny when I look back because some of the concepts in that painting, as far as like depth, color, it's stuff I learned later on in college, but somehow I knew it as a 6-year-old. So it was definitely something that they noticed and took on and helped me nurture and to build my ability as an artist.
Okay, nice. So fast forward to now. You're an artist, your work is everywhere. Like, tell me about some of the big exhibits that you've gone to, or like places that your art is being displayed.
Okay, so I do consider myself an international artist, and the reason being is because I studied in Italy, and I also had my first international exhibit in Florence, Italy.
Wow.
I traveled and studied the culture in Cuba, and I collabed with a painting with some Cuban artists in Cuba, and also I did some art in Ethiopia, a mural, just recently in March of 2018. So I like to travel around the world, learn about different cultures, and bring it back to the art, or contribute my art to that area in some kind of way. Now,
speaking earlier, you spoke about your art is for you make your art, or your artwork is inspired by Black people and Afro-Latino people. Why do you think it's important that your artwork displays African American and Afro-Latina influence?
First of all, because we're dope people.
Straight
like
up.
brown and Black people, we just have that flavor. We're dope, and you know, our culture needs to be celebrated and not ignored, not dismissed, not disrespected in any kind of way. So it's important that I push it into everything that I do, whether it's just the vibration of that Black diaspora, the African diaspora, or if it's literally a painting of, someone from Ethiopia or Namibia. So it's just important that, we respect our culture and we know about it. And that's the thing, as Black people, our art, we haven't always been represented in art. Like I was saying, Egyptian, they chop our noses off so that we don't know that that's us. And it's important that we're represented so that we know that we have value on ourselves and who we are.
Yes.
So I'm trying to put Black people back in art, our culture, and have a way that we respect, who we are and what we're here doing.
Are there any Black artists that they influence you or that you look up to?
Like everybody, I like Basquiat. I also like Frida Kahlo, which she's a Mexican artist. There's a lot of artists that aren't famous that I look up to that are my mentors. Alex Bostic is a artist that I studied under at Mississippi State, and I still paint with him to this day. So I have a lot of great mentors and great artists that I follow and that influence my art and what I do.
All right, I see we have your beautiful piece over here. I did want to include her in. Could you bring her over here? And now this is the artwork you had that night that we met, correct?
Yes.
All right, can you tell us a little bit about this painting?
So this is just one of 3 paintings of a collection called the African Diaspora. So basically, this is about, like I was saying, the vibrations and the feeling we get. Because honestly, I don't know about you, but when I think of Black people and Black culture, like I feel good, like to know where we come from, the power we have. It's a beautiful thing. So this is not much in here. It's just an image in the painting, but I want you to feel what it feels to be a part of this great culture. So
very high vibrations.
Exactly. Colors. Yes, it's a good point. So I use the colors and the movement, everything, to reflect the vibrations and just to give you a good feeling, of the African diaspora.
Yes, positive artwork. I like how you're able to convey positivity through art. That's a gift. I don't think I can do it. Maybe words, but not through art. So beautiful. I did want you to let everybody know where they can find you, where they can purchase things like this. Do you do custom pieces, things like that?
So I could be found on Instagram at Dani Zopto. My website is daniellecamp.com. I do a lot of shows and travel around doing different events. A lot of my originals aren't for sale, but sometimes you can catch them for sale. But I do print and more affordable art.
How would you know, or like, how do you go about being like, this is my piece versus like, okay, I made this for someone else to enjoy?
So basically right now, I'm doing art from my soul, stuff that I want to do. When you get so busy doing commissions and stuff for other people, sometimes you lose yourself as an artist. You're not doing what you want to do. You're not creating things you want to do. And honestly, we all have something to say. And as an artist, the way we speak is through our art. So I just have too much to say, so I gotta paint what's inside of me.
Yes.
So when it comes to deciding like what's for y'all, what's for me, everything that I'm creating right now is for me, but it resonates with other people.
Yeah.
So, I like it, but they like it too. So I make some stuff available, but honestly, everything I create is my baby.
We're gonna have to collab on like a ATLien paint, sip and paint or something.
Yeah.
Have you ever led any of those?
I haven't yet. I've had a lot of offers to do so.
Okay.
So that is something that I definitely want to dive into.
Okay, we'll talk about that.
And specific to Atlanta culture, being that I focus in the African diaspora, like in Black culture, I want to find a way that I could pull and celebrate the Atlanta culture through my art as well.
Yes, we have to talk about that. All right, well, thank you, Dani. I really appreciate you being here today, and I know you can't leave her with me, but I just want to admire you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.